eerily similar to the story that was being told in PT. Hello everyone, greetings and salutations, it's Manimus. Welcome to another Fright Friday. The game I am going to be playing today is called FM. It is an indie game I found on Steam some time ago, and I wanted to play it because it just looked really interesting, and as a matter of fact, I got a lot of Visage / possible like PT vibes from it a little bit. So it says it's not a... That kind of caught me off guard, so we're gonna get into it. Okay. Kind of looked like it was a distortion on the television, obviously, but it kind of looked like it was like either an audio cassette almost. Whoa. Shadow. Oh. Strange. Okay. I want to turn the light on. Can I turn the light on? No. Okay. Okay, no running, so it's all walking. Left click to interact with certain objects, flip the light switch. Okay. So there's only one light switch you can interact with. There's 3 on the wall, and there's only one I can actually touch, okay? Nope, okay, so can't touch the door.
We are very disturbed this evening to report the apparent murder-suicide of a wife and her 2 children, supposedly by their husband and father. The 42-year-old man seemingly shot his pregnant spouse once in the stomach before taking his own life. Neither of the children suffered from gunshot wounds, but were severely beaten, both found with fractured skulls and several broken bones. Stay tuned for further details as police are still investigating the area and attempting to find a motive for this horrific event.
Wow.
We apologize for the abrupt interruption. We currently have a caller waiting that wishes to speak on this gruesome incident.
Oh boy.
What the hat say? You better believe it. Nope, not me.
Screen. Oh. Yeah, can I... Wait a minute. What? Okay. Where am I? Oh. Hold right click to zoom in on certain objects. Examine the radio.
The crime was first reported by a neighbor who said she was walking her dog when she heard 2 gunshots from the interior of the home.
Ooh. Listen closely to the radio. At certain points in time, you must examine objects in your surroundings that correlate to the story being told in order to proceed. Once you have regain control after interacting with said objects, a sound cue will play that also relates to the story. This has no correlation to the next solution in the room.
The crime was first reported by a neighbor who said she was walking her dog when she heard 2 gunshots from the interior of the home.
I'm not seeing... Oh, dog. Yikes.
After calling the police, she then went to investigate the commotion and discovered the bodies after receiving no answer at the door. I simply cannot imagine the weight she must feel after discovering such a horrific event so close to her home.
Okay. If this was it...
She described the scene in gross detail, stating that the family bathroom had so much blood on its walls and floor that the drain had been clogged.
Okay. Drain.
One of the bodies present in the bathroom was the family's 11-year-old daughter, who was the third and final victim to be identified as dead at the scene.
Weird place to keep... Ooh. Keep a television.
Help! Help! Help!
Ooh. Okay. Push the door open. And now I'm back. Okay, so definite PT vibe, where it's like repeating. Eerily similar to the story that was being told in PT.
Don't push that dial now. We've got many more callers and details yet to come on this thrilling story.
Okay. Okay.
Let go!
What the? Stuff
The
falling.
father was said to be a heavy drinker by friends and family and would often cause commotion late at night once returning home. He worked as a construction foreman and would frequently visit the local bar with coworkers once their shifts were over.
Now there's a gun.
He kept his signature hunting rifle in a locked cabinet at the end of the hallway, the same place that he stored his alcohol. No one was allowed near the cabinet and would be severely punished if found tampering with it.
Huh. So that doesn't... Okay.
The only safe place to be once the father started drinking was anywhere hidden in the dark. The children told stories to their grandparents about entire nights spent in the closet or under their beds attempting to avoid any harm.
It was the dark, huh? Anywhere safe was in the dark. Ooh. Blood splatter, blood splatter, blood splatter. Ooh.
Grandparents said they were fearful of the wife and children's futures after so many episodes of domestic abuse. They described one incident in particular in which the mother suffered from a traumatic head injury that sent her to the hospital.
Of course, now I can't figure out is if my character is supposed to be the neighbor that's discovering the murder, or am I supposed to be the father that's committing the murder? Whoa. Okay. Whoa.
The father vowed never to drink again after the mother's hospitalization, but was reportedly seen at his regular bar only days later. That door won't hold for long.
Okay. Now I'm at the kid's school? What?
On the day of the crime, the father checked out both of his children early from school around noon. Those in the main office at the time described him as eerily anxious as the three quickly rushed out of the building.
Well, that definitely doesn't say noon. Okay. Ah. Okay.
On the day of the crime, the father checked out both of his children early from school around noon. Those in the main office at the time described him as eerily anxious as the three quickly rushed out of the building.
Ooh.
On the day of the When called to the front office, both of the children's moods quickly shifted to that of pure dread. Their teachers asked them to gather their books, among other belongings, which they did at the
slowest fucking pace possible,
interrupting the small school of typically only 9 students per classroom.
Oh. Oh. Stack of books, maybe? No.
When called to the front office, both of the children's moods quickly shifted to that of pure dread. Their teachers asked them to gather their books, among other belongings, which they did at the
slowest fucking pace possible,
interrupting the small school of typically only 9 students per classroom.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Students per classroom. Typically only 9 students per classroom, among other belongings, which they did at the
slowest.
So there was a page, and then it switched to a book.
Assigned to opposite rooms from one another, the children also differed greatly in personality. The daughter strived for greatness, her favorite subject being geography, and has always been at the top of her class. The son, on the other hand, was deservedly punished for his actions, often getting sent to time out for acting up.
Okay, so there was a globe in here, so this must be her desk. Oh, no matter how far away you get, they will always be with you.
Time out for acting up.
Time out. Outside the classroom. Ooh. So like something got written on this chalkboard? Yes. No matter how hard you try, you'll end up just like your father.
Most days, it seemed like the only safe space for the young man was inside his own locker. If he wasn't getting beaten at home by his
Father,
the children at school would
do it instead.
Okay. Lights come back on. Oh, hello! 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 Oh, let's. Oh! Okay. And now we're back home. Place that's supposed to be safe.
She loved her children more than anything in the world. Emotions that were quickly changed after the little incident. Once returning from the hospital, she couldn't bear to look upon their faces. All she could see was her husband in their eyes.
Domestic violence. When the mom came home, all she was reminded of was the father and... Ooh, hoo-ha.
She feared these same emotions would linger once the new member of the family arrived.
Something
Had to change.
Is this... Ooh. Not sure.
All of the voices bottled inside of her were finally unleashed. No more abuse. No more
suffering.
No more.
Family.
These children, including the one inside of her, would become just like him, and she feared for her life. They deserve a better existence. They deserve a fresh start. None of this was their fault. She finally made up her mind. Her plan for freedom.
Plan for freedom. What the... What the...
Do you know what the funniest part of it all is?
It didn't work.
What? Okay, it went from a drinking, abusive husband, or to the neighbor discovering the murder, to...
Such a happy family. It's quite strange how almost everyone looks normal from an outside perspective until you pull back the curtain and find a story such as this. It breaks my heart to report these things to the public day in and day out, but it's the reality of our current culture. People eat it up. They love wallowing in the misfortune of others. The mother in tonight's headlining tragedy is another victim for these leeches to feed on, further fueling the growing decay of society. I often struggle with myself, finding that I am a large portion of the problem at hand. Just like her, I am a
Goddamn parasite.
that has infected your mind. No matter where you go or what you do, you can never get rid of us.
Whoa. You being part
It's
of the...
quite ironic when you think about it all, really. The very place that festered her emotions is what currently shackles you now.
feeding the parasites with the basically the media. Are you... Wait, what?
Her mind had been warped, damaged by those she loved most. Once she had time alone to think and heal, the
Absolute darkness.
inside of her grew exponentially.
Nope.
She was found dead in the hallway, floating in a pool of blood once the paramedics arrived. The unborn child, still within her, was instantly killed when the bullet entered her stomach. Strangely enough, she was found with scratch marks on both of her arms as well as severe cuts on her right hand. The father dropped his children off at home before packing his bags for another impromptu hunting trip, abandoning the family for yet
Another
weekend.
Thinking it's
The
this.
father dropped his children off at home before packing his bags for another impromptu hunting trip, abandoning the family for yet
Another
weekend.
Well, that was it, wasn't it?
He was found lying in the living room, dead with his head split open from the bottom, rifle still in hand. Pieces of a shattered base were scattered around him with his left cheek adorned with a massive wound. The two children laid in their beds, unsure of what to do, as the mother beckoned for the daughter's help with something in the living room.
It sounds like the father's dead, the mother's dead.
The daughter was found dead in the bathroom, head smashed against the tub. The son, on the other hand, would fall victim to a fate
much worse than death.
The son was left alive?
this shit again. I think it's about time to change the
Channel.
Ooh. Okay, is this a church? I don't know, obviously there's grave sites.
I think you know what needs to be done.
Let go.
What?
The son went to investigate the commotion in the living room. But he couldn't get there in time.
Whoa. I'm trying to. So, who was the actual killer? Was it the mom or was it the dad? Because obviously the daughter's was found in the bathroom with her head smashed in. So obviously, did the mother? No, it had. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing that's kind of getting me a little bit. Is supposedly the mother. You know, she was found dead, gunshot, you know, to her stomach, you know, so obviously that killed the unborn baby. It never really specified specifically what they said killed her, but obviously the father, the husband, he was dead with a gunshot wound because she was fighting with the father because it said she had bruises and scratch marks all up and down her arm. Oh, that's hard to say. I mean, either way, it was either the mother or the father. Do it for Fright Friday. This was fun. This was a good little short little game. Definitely creepy. You know, something to check out. But it was good. It was good. But thank you to everyone that stopped by. Thank you to everyone that visited me for this edition of Fright Friday. But until then, I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a good night. Hello everyone, greetings and salutations. It's Madamus again. If you're watching me right now, that means you made it to the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you watched, please make sure you hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to follow me on all my other social media platforms. Links are in the description down below. If you'd like to watch another one of my videos I've done, just click on the picture to the left of me. If you want to see all the videos I've done, just click on my face right down below me. Again, thank you so much for watching. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.